The word puppet means something that is animated or brought to life. The earlier puppeteers, even until, let's say 50 years ago, were very guarded about everything. So if you wanted to see the controls of a marionette, which are the heart and soul of a marionette up above, they wouldn't show you. The other thing that almost did was ruined the art of marionette. Marionettes almost died off this planet. Secrets of staging, of how we do the string, which is very complex, no one knew how to do them. I devoted most of my life at first to the marionettes. Now I know how to build all the puppets, which takes quite a bit of engineering for each style. And you have to know a lot about each style, but marionettes are still my favorite. They'll always be my favorite.
Just grab a small section and curl. So about once a month, I go to the hairdresser and we trim off about roughly a half an inch of growth. I have a memory when I was very, very young, maybe 5 or 6, it couldn't have been too much older than that, of my mother taking me and my brother down to a department store in downtown Vancouver to see Santa. It wasn't until, I think, 3 or 4 years later on that someone actually explained what the Santa Claus thing was to me, and I think at that point I decided, well, heck, I can do better than that. What happened to me was, on my 40th birthday, I woke up and quite literally looked in the mirror and I had turned into Santa Claus. And that Christmas, I went to my church bazaar. I said, "Do you need a Santa?" "Sure." And they loaned me the church suit, and I was a big hit, and they liked me. And I've been Santa ever since.
It's exhilarating when you catch the game that you're after, and it's exhilarating to hold the bird, just to be with the bird on your fist. The best part is just working with her. Even though it's a wild bird and you can let her go and she'll go back to doing whatever she did before. It's whatever that experience is between the two of you. And then at the end of the season, I can cut her jesses off and set her free, and it's like you're borrowing her. They're happy. You've seen the bird on my fist. She's content to stay there. If she didn't like me, she'd fly away.
And it came from this being that was like a parent, it seemed. That seemed to be holding me, cradling me, and loving me like I was an infant or baby, and just pouring, "You are so loved, you are so loved." And it felt so good. And I loved the parent so much, but what happened, I didn't see anything, I didn't hear anything. It was just intense, brilliant light, warmth, and love, until I just sort of wasn't even thinking, "You love me, I love you." It was just, love is.
You just have to know what you're going into. You have to be prepared, and you have to know that you're going to get out of it whatever you put into it.
Well, one of the main advice that I would like to give it to the people want to be part of the industry, just be honest with your true aesthetic styles, and just don't change it because people tell you go to that direction and go to that direction. Just do what you feel in your heart, and you will succeed.